What's going on, y'all? It's your dog Artman Boxing, and we're back with another boxing conversation. Yo, we talking about George Camboso versus Devin Haney for all the marbles down at Marvel Studio, not Marvel Studio, Marvel motherfucking Stadium in Australia. Dude, I've been waiting for this fight, and it's here. It's this Saturday. Like, yo, that shit came by pretty quick. But when you think about all the bullshit that we had to go through to get here, it actually feels like it took a long time to get here because yeah, there was a lot of duckery going on. But all that is old news. Let's talk about what the fuck is going on this Saturday, man. Your boy George Kambosos is about to get cooked. He about to get cooked, nigga. Real shit. The reason why I say that is because I'm gonna keep it 100. Even though Devin's gonna get all the credit in the world for beating this guy from me, I never viewed George Kambosos as some type of world beater. I knew he could beat Teofimo Lopez based off of Teofimo Lopez's personal issues, not because he's a better boxer and fighter than him, just because off of what Teofimo's lacking. I feel like if they fought again, Teofimo might win that shit by knockout. And honestly, I feel like George Kambosos is gonna lose via knockout. I think Devin Haney's gonna sleep his ass. And it's gonna come to a lot of people's surprise when they see that shit. It's not gonna be surprising to me. Not at all. I mean, why the hell would anybody be surprised that a guy who got knocked out of the year, before can get knocked out again, knock somebody out again? You know what I'm saying? But speaking of knockout, I'm over here working as usual. What's going on, brother D Hive?
What's up, man?
Shit, you know me, I'm just doing what I do best.
Man, that shit was hilarious. I'm still laughing at the fact like half of it was Rolly's dumbass stepping over his toes and like running into the shit because there wasn't that much steam on that.
It wasn't.
It really wasn't. Tank was backwards. His back was bouncing off the ropes, and he just let some shit off. And what's crazy is that Rolly tasted Tank's power twice and still ran in there like that shit was sweet. I'm like, bro, your head got knocked back twice with the straight left. Why are you still running in there? Oh, dude's a fucking idiot, bro.
He's an idiot.
Like, and his trainer is like, bro, don't. I don't know how Bullet is gonna get any more fighters. You're like, y'all are horrible. Y'all went in there and did the one thing you cannot do, which is try to box. Nigga has no
That's what I
skill.
said. I'm like, dude, because a lot of people are like, oh, Rolly fought an excellent game plan. His game plan was perfect. I'm like, only thing that was good from him was him being patient. But then I thought about it, like, hold on, bro, nigga, you better go in there and try to knock this motherfucker out because when he gets you figured out, it's over with.
You have to play to your strengths. Rolly's skill set is not boxing. Rolly's skill set is to jump on you, throw lots of punches, and do everything dumb. He came in there trying to do some shit he's not good at, and he got served up. That's what happened. Like imagine if Mike Tyson tried to be a master boxer and do some Mayweather level shit. He would lose every fight. You have to play to your strengths. Rolly's attributes are not that of a boxer. Rolly is fucking horrible. He's fucking horrible and he does everything bad, so you need to fight like it. What's
Fuck
up,
Rolly.
PGA? Yeah, fuck Rolly. He's a fucking fraud. This bitch ass got what he deserves.
What you think about this Saturday though? That's the fuck I'm thinking. Worried about.
Man, I need bro, like this like first of all, Lomachenko, Teofimo, Cambosos, all them niggas is frauds. That's why
Frauds.
that's why they get so much credit for whooping each other's asses because they're fucking frauds. Like everybody that these people prop up get their ass whooped ASAP. Lomachenko, Chocolatito, Teofimo, Cambosos. Are y'all not seeing the pattern? These niggas are frauds, and I need them all up out the paint. I'm so tired. Like Cambosos did what he was supposed to do, but then he started acting like a bitch when he realized the pressure was on. because they never planned on fighting Haney. They never wanted it. They never planned on it. They were just gonna say some shit, look good, talk shit, repeat the email nonsense 100,000 times, and everyone would be like, "Oh yeah, look, the email champion, blah 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 blah. Let's fight Lomachenko." Surprise, nigga, he's busy. So now guess
Yo,
what? What's up, dude?
Yo, I wouldn't be surprised if Bullet put motherfucker his whole check from Rolly on the line of him getting knocked out.
Probably. You know,
I ain't gonna
Rolly.
lie, that's kind
You
of
know,
fucked up
Rolly
some shit I do.
sucks. Rolly's fucking horrible.
yo,
That
I
nigga
gotta say
trash,
something
dog.
about this.
But yeah, no, Kambosos over here wearing some Gucci coats, buying diamond studs, talking about sell your jewelry and shit. You can tell the niggas never had no money. He's just getting his first big bread. He ain't got no hoes. Like you can tell he's not
You
used to
could
being a
tell
popular
you
kid.
could tell he just this is his first time touching some money because the way he was touching on that new jacket. He was
Yeah,
rubbing on that shit like that shit's going out of style. I said, "Oh my god, bro!" He fidgeting with the buttons and shit. Like,
you can tell
look
he's
at me.
never had
Got some
nice
new
shit.
diamond studs in his ears and everything.
Yeah, you can tell he's never had nice shit. Like he's never been important to anybody. So now he's getting all this shit. And what's fucked up is that he knows he's a sacrifice. He was gonna be sacrificed to whoever. Lou DiBella was all about getting that money. That's all it was. Either he was gonna get sacrificed for Lomachenko or fucking Shakur or Keyshawn or now it's
Yeah, like you're basically you're the family pig. We're just fattening you up and to feed you to somebody.
yeah you
Somebody's
wouldn't
gonna come get you.
yeah
Who
he knows.
we just wanted to bargain on who was gonna get you.
Yeah, Lou DiBella was just like, I just wanted a 2 fight deal where I can get the most bread. I don't give a fuck about you personally. I already got my top rank deal and my pro bellum deal, so I'm straight, bro. Like
He's
he's like,
straight.
yeah, I don't need you. Fucking Stephen Shaw got a deal with top rank. He fighting again. He already got the deal with pro bellum for all his other fighters. So pro bellum they can go to top rank or the zone at any point. Or even PBC like Stayona says. So Lou DiBella like, bro, I'm straight. You can literally disappear now that these 2 fights are in. I'm good. I'm getting my 15%. You can go ahead.
Yeah, I gotta talk about this shit.
Go ahead, Crod.
All right. Well, first things first. I'm happy that Rolly got knocked out because I felt like he needed this, simply because like he really thought he was actually winning the fight, and surprisingly, one of the judges actually had him winning, but it was only by like I think like a round if I'm not mistaken. But
Yeah, niggas only threw 25 punches.
yeah, yeah, because of the combi box stats, we were trying to lie to say Rolly landed more on Tank, in which that
Wait,
wasn't.
didn't they say they all both of them threw 25 punches total, or is it just Tank threw 25 punches?
Tank threw more than Rolly, but his punches were more accurate than Rolly. Rolly's punches were like not even landing flush on Tank.
Tank
So
is Tank is outlanded by a lot of opponents, but that doesn't matter if they can't finish the fight. Like people talking about, oh, Rolly, who gives a fuck? Rolly got knocked smooth out, and it's funny because when Rolly got hit, even he was shocked. He was like, oh, damn,
He was
that
like, "Oh, this motherfucker get hit."
yeah. He rolled over. He was like, oh shit, what the hell is that?
When his legs got up, he was like,
yeah, he was shaking.
Nigga hit the cha cha slide and talking about, oh, I'm still ready to go. Like, nah, bro. Oh man, you gotta take a
I
smooth
really
up out
wanted
of
to
here.
see Rolly continue though, because like
"I
Yeah,
didn't," because I ain't want to see him die out there.
man, fuck that. I wanted to see Tank finish his ass off.
yeah,
I ain't want to see him
Javon,
die, man. I
Javon,
had a heart.
Nah, damn that Rolly.
If Rolly was able to continue, that would have been like a Mortal Kombat brutality session.
Yeah, he would have Santa Cruz his ass. He would have cocked back and yeah,
Yeah, he would
fucking
have knocked him out of the
cut
ring.
his lights off.
Ding.
He's
No,
nuts though. Rolly was really like he damn near believed himself.
Jason, no amount of training is going to help Rolly. Rolly is bad.
Now niggas talking about, oh, Rolly did good in there. He can beat all the top lightweights. I'm like, nigga, if y'all don't shut that
Oh,
shit up,
They listening to
I
Ellerby.
actually, I actually believe he could beat some guys, but not everybody.
He could be Ryan Garcia because Ryan Garcia not good either. That nigga was in
He
there with
can beat
Togo
Ryan
fighting like
Garcia.
Rolly.
He could potentially beat Michelle Rivera because
Nigga,
Michelle.
hell no. See, you are no.
No, no, no. Like I'm only saying that because Michelle Rivera, he leaves himself wide open to get hit with like a big shot.
Rolly has a puncher's chance against everybody, but he's not beating no fucking Michelle Rivera. Michelle Rivera probably decision his ass worse than Jackson Marina's career.
I still like to see the fight though, but that would be a good fight.
Yeah, it's a good fight, but Rolly's not gonna win that. Rolly's not gonna win that. Rolly
He
sucks.
can he could beat like a Isaac like a Cruz.
He might not even be Isaac Cruz. That's what I'm saying.
Wow, really?
The next fight
No,
gonna be telling.
Man,
Rolly is bad. Rolly is bad,
yeah. Like
bro.
I really wish Bullet wasn't his trainer. Like if he was with like a Ismail Salas or like a Manny Robles, that would be like a different, you know, like a
Ismail Salas,
simulation.
Ismail Salas fighters ain't been doing so hot recently.
Lar
Well,
did good.
didn't Lara get trained by Ismail Salas recently?
Yeah, he did good
Yeah,
for
Gary
Spike
O'Sullivan.
O'Sullivan.
Yeah.
Yeah, who is Spike O'Sullivan? Not only is that nigga horrible, but he was putting in a lot of work on Lara. You think if Lara fought Charlo, that shit would go over well?
Bro, people was
No,
like,
no, no, no.
man,
Like
Lar,
I'm
you
not.
better not fight
No, like
Charlo.
It's so
I
funny
think
because people were like, "Oh, Big Charlo's been ducking Lara after last night." Actually, upon further investigation, you're like, "Yeah, shut that weak shit up. Lara don't want to fight no fucking Charlo.
Hell no, that
She'll
should be
get it."
bad. I told people, I said, y'all talking
I'm
about Luis
freaking
Ortiz. I think Lar older than what he say he is too.
bro. Lara looks like he's 50.
It don't matter how
He
old
looked
he
like
is.
he's in his mid 40s, late 40s.
You go in there with Big Charlo standing still, not moving. You gonna get done worse than Spence did Ugas, bro. You gonna get in there and get your ass murked. Look at he don't even move his feet. Talking about some Charlo ducking. Ducking what? Laura is done, bro. Like, I mean, I'm not saying he's done as a fighter, but he ain't fighting no
He's
earth.
done when it comes to beating elites.
Yeah, hell no, bro. I don't even want to see Laura fight Charlo. He'll get murked. That's not even a good. That's not even a good matchup.
How about Lara versus Janabek?
Well, Janabek moves his fucking feet. I mean, sure, I'll take that over Big Charlo because Laura can crack Janabek with some shit. But I mean,
I'm tired of hearing this Janabek name.
Yeah, Janabek is a hype job. He's gonna,
I
he's
need
gonna
Andre to take that smoke and shut these people up.
just serve
And,
him up.
and when Andre win, oh y'all Janabek dick riders, y'all better give fucking Andre all the credit because let y'all tell it. This is the new slick European. How many times I gotta tell people just because somebody is a fucking southpaw does not mean they're slick. The fuck are y'all doing?
Yeah, not all southpaws are like that.
Yeah, like look at fucking Casamayor. Shit, look at Errol Spence. Errol Spence not slick. He just hit real hard.
Yeah, Errol Spence, he's a big fundamentalist,
Yeah,
southpaw.
Errol Spence is a fucking Terminator. He
He's a Terminator with Ermac and Smoke and
he just
Mortal Kombat.
he just punched real hard. So yeah, he's just like, oh my god, it's a new slick Eastern European.
Yeah,
Like,
he's a dangerous titan.
fuck out of here.
Earl beat Stanos' ass.
Yeah, he probably would.
I don't care what nobody said. They talking about
Yeah,
some.
Stanionis.
That's just mandatory, bro. I'm sorry. Earl Spence will keep that jab in that nigga face all night and hit him with
Errol,
that overhand left. That shit gonna have his head on the moon. You
yeah,
know he do. You know what he does like two jabs and then throws that overhand left and then dips under.
mhm.
That shit will have Stanos fucking out of here, bro.
Well, Stanionis doesn't protect his body, so that's number one. Like he doesn't.
Exactly.
Yeah, he doesn't protect his body at all. So he'll get his ass tagged. Just like Boutier was working on his ass. But what I want to know is why haven't the IBF updated the rankings and put Gerard Ennis at number one? The fuck are they waiting on?
To put who?
Gerard Ennis underneath Errol Spence's name, the one and two slots are still both vacant under the IBF. Gerard Ennis has been placed as number one. The hell they waiting on?
You ask me. I mean, you
Shit,
tell me. I don't know,
they need to hurry up and put him where he belongs. Goddamn.
nigga. But did y'all hear the big news? I'm hearing that Earl Spence is fighting Bud in the fall.
I hope so.
Okay,
So we can get this shit
but
over
is
with.
there like an announcement?
No, they probably still got to agree on venue and shit. Cause Crawford in there complaining and whining about this.
Yeah, because Errol said that Crawford didn't sign his portion of the contract.
I mean, I'm confident that the deal was probably done, but like I said, Bud is probably whining about last minute details, listening to his fans and shit, asking for stuff.
Yeah,
One thing I've never understood is how come everyone has to crawl to Terrence Crawford like he's the king of some shit. we're all over here fighting and collecting belts. Why do we all have to get on our knees to appease Terrence Crawford? Like, I really don't understand. That's why talking to some of his fans is so difficult sometimes because I'm like, who is Terrence Crawford that we should be like fighters should be crawling and begging to fight? He fights the least notable ops. He makes the like some of the least bread. So it's like, what the fuck? Like, I just don't understand. Like, I just get confused sometimes.
Yeah, well, he better hurry up because whoever's going to be his mandatory, that's not going to be good.
Bud fought a mandatory, so he's not gonna have another one for like 18 months or so.
Yeah, but he didn't fight. Like, he hasn't fought since like November.
Yeah, and I mean, yeah, but like I said, he's got 18 months, so he's only been fighting once a year for the last 2 years anyway. So
Yeah, that's horrible for him.
no, he says that it helps him because the training camps are hard on his body because he's getting older, which makes a lot of sense. Luckily for him, he hasn't been in many wars, so it's not like he's taking a lot of damage. He's barely been in any close fights.
Yeah, well, he better be ready for Arrow because EJ's going to crack him. I think I think Terrence Crawford's going to get killed by EJ. Sadly.
Killed is some strong language. Killed is some strong language. Terrence Crawford is not a joke. But one thing I have noticed that Terrence Crawford has limited to no inside game. And when people talk about Terrence Crawford's ability to fight on the inside, they point to him fighting niggas like Diaz, like Felix Diaz. It's like, okay, great. And then when you talk about who Felix Diaz was, talk about, oh, in the amateurs he did, oh my god, shut the fuck up about what he did in the amateurs. Because then when you talk about amateur shit, and then you say, well, Ugas beat Bud in the amateurs, people go, well, that doesn't matter because Bud was killed.
Amateurs are different, man.
Exactly.
Amateurs like, different, bro.
Yeah, so I can't say when people hype up motherfuckers off amateur shit, but then when you bring up some amateur shit that they don't like, suddenly the amateurs don't matter. It's like, well, then shut the fuck up.
Yeah, the amateurs doesn't even mean anything. The amateurs doesn't get you better.
Yeah, I don't like the amateur style.
It's just there for you to understand it.
Yeah, I don't like when people hype up the amateurs because look at what just happened to fucking Tony Yoka. Olympic gold medalist got his ass.
And I always throw it in people's face when it comes to that shit. I said, bro, and y'all niggas was saying Tony Yoka could beat Wilder because he got a gold medal and Wilder got a bronze medal. What?
Like this nigga got beat up by by Macaboo's brother who only has 16 amateur fights. He only had 16 amateur fights and he damn near stopped quote unquote prime Tony Yoka. Like this is the shit.
Oh, Martin Bacoli?
Yeah.
Like I didn't know that he was brothers with fucking Macabooty.
Yeah, I think he's related to Macabooty. Yeah. No, this is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, shout out to Martin Bacoli, man.
Yeah, he whooped his ass.
Oh my god,
Martin bro! Bacoli. I seen like 5 minutes, 2 minutes of them highlights. I said, I can't watch this shit. This shit is sloppy and ugly. He just getting beat up around this bitch.
The highlights is the whole fight. He didn't have a single moment of success. It literally looked like that the entire fucking 10 rounds. He got washed. He didn't win a single round. I don't even know. That's why the people were talking shit about the judges because they like one judge gave him the fight and I'm like he didn't win a round. Like what the fuck?
They gave him the fight.
One of the judges gave him the fight. Like one of the judges said that he wants. I think it was like a majority decision or some shit. But it's just like I don't even understand because like what round can you point to and be like, oh yeah, Yoka won that one? He was horrible. He was fucking horrible.
Yeah, Yoka got beat up.
Yeah, he was ass.
But what's up with this Friday, dog? They said Kambosos talking too much. I got to play some of that shit.
Kambosos talking too much. He's trying not to go out like a bitch in front of his people. And he's not even saying anything original. He's just fucking quoting all his garbage ass fans.
Oh, let's play some of that shit. I gotta play some of it real quick. Because he's saying the most asinine shit ever.
The government would not put the money wasn't against me. The government had to fight for Loma. The government was ready with Loma Chonga. And then Loma couldn't fight, so then you had to pick me.
Exactly.
I put for anyone. I could have fought the garbage man outside if I wanted to. But I chose you. You were not my mandatory. I picked you. So you know what? You're here and everything. Go on Sunday. Man, when is that act going to stop? When is that shit going to stop, bro? You need to see right through it, bro. Just be you.
Right
That's all you got to do is just be you. I've never changed. I've never changed. But life is actor, bro. The life is conference exactly the same. You know what? You're acting beautiful. I'd rather be an actor than a rat. I'd rather be an actor than a rat. You're not the definition of a rat. You're a snitch. Yeah, go in the fiction and have a look it up. All right. Well, we're getting.
What the? I'd rather be an actor than a rat. You're snitching, man. Snitching on what? What the fuck he talking about? What is this nigga talking about?
Who did Devin Haney call the police on? Nobody called the cops. He just gave some information that we all knew.
That we all fucking knew.
Yeah, they act like the Lopez family doesn't run their fucking mouth all the time. In the lead up to fucking like Lomachenko and
kambosos, they said he got divorced within like he was getting a divorce or some shit like a during weigh-in. I think they said that shit.
Yeah, they were crying about that in the build up to the fight before he even fought Lomachenko. They were whining about him and that bitch like not getting along or some shit. But yeah, bro, like and what's worse is like you were talking about on Drew Titan's show, Kambosos helped Manny Pacquiao prepare for Horn. And I know he doesn't want to seem that he doesn't want that to seem like a betrayal because Horn ended up winning. But you were preparing the enemy to fight fucking Horn. You've been Manny Pacquiao's sparring partner for years
to fight your countryman, and right. Your country, and then he lost to your countryman.
Yeah, and the thing is, that's the only reason why we even know you because you're the guy who spars Manny Pacquiao. That's the only reason why we fucking know who you are.
Yeah, you sparred Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao used your ass up. You sparred to go whooped your ass with sparring. We seen that shit.
Yeah, allegedly to go and Albert Bell had his ass on lockdown with a single jab. Couldn't get past it. He brought in, and you know what's funny?
Oh, I think I also heard that Abraham Nova actually ran into him too.
Yeah, and you know what's fucked up? He brings these people in to spar with, and every sparring session, his confidence probably goes down some. That was terrible because he's like, shit, I'm in here struggling with these marginal niggas. I mean, with all due respect to Albert Bell, because he hasn't really fought anybody yet, but Seagal is marginal. He's marginal as fuck. So like it is what it is. So he's trying to poke his chest out. He knows he got 2 guaranteed paydays coming up. So he's like, fuck it, I'm gonna just talk.
Man, he get his ass kicked. I don't even feel bad for him because think about it. Imagine him getting his ass kicked and then trying to do a press conference for the second fight.
Good. I don't feel bad for him.
It's gonna be like, damn, like, bro, what can you really say?
He's gonna get brutally stopped.
I don't feel bad for any of these garbage ass dudes. I don't feel bad for Tiafimo or his personal life or any of that shit. I don't fucking care. You guys are running your mouths, fucking up the sport, not making the appropriate fights happen, literally dodging unifications with public approval. I'm tired. Duck season is fucking over with. Hunt all these motherfuckers down. I'm sick. That's why all of a sudden no one wants Tank to fight Lomachenko no more. Right, because you know he'll get in there and get fucked up. Because Tank is not that little boy that fought at 126 anymore. People talking about
no. You say that though, but they'll still make them fantasy tweets. And I seen that shit. Nigga shit had like 1,000 fucking likes. Because he said Tank doesn't throw enough punches to beat Lomachenko.
Yeah, and it's like, bro, all that fucking that pressure fighting, 100 punches bullshit. If Comey had enough wherewithal to get knocked down and still hang in the pocket and bang with you, what do you think Tank is going to do? Tank don't need 100 punches. He just needs 1 or 2, and then you're either taking a knee or you're unconscious.
Yeah, Gervonta got that deadly power that's going to carry over throughout the fight.
Yeah, if Lomachenko can get knocked down by motherfuckers like Gary Russell Jr. and Lennar, what the hell you think Tank gonna do?
Wait, Gary Russell actually dropped him?
Well,
yeah, but they didn't count it.
Yeah. I remember that.
But yeah, it's like, dude, you dudes are confused. And keep in mind, I'm not even saying that Tank beats Lomachenko because of the Rolly fight. I was saying that Tank beats Lomachenko at any weight class that's not 126. Above 126, Lomachenko doesn't do shit. Not the Tank.
Shit, they like to brag about how Lomachenko wanted to fight Tank when he was too green.
Right? Yeah,
Let's
and
say
they're
Canelo was too green when he fought Floyd Mayweather. Ain't that make it make sense, Lord?
exactly they want. And I mean, I don't even think it was about being green.
I know. I just be
Like,
talking shit.
no, I just think they wanted Tank when he was smallest, when he was at 126. Because Lomachenko had fought at lower weight classes and was already coming up to 126, and that was Lomachenko's best weight class, 126. But when Tank went up and he started icing dudes, all that talk kind of, wah, 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 all that talk kind of went down. And now that he's mature, he's focused, he can easily make these weights. Now all of a sudden it's like, well, we don't really care, but beats Lomachenko still beats Tank. And then let Tank talk about making the fight if he ever does. And they'll be talking about, well, Lomachenko's the A side because resume and blah, 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 all that weak shit. That's all they do. That's all they do. They did the same thing with fucking Kambosos because they didn't want this fight to happen. Well, Kambosos is the A side because he fought Tiafimo.
Bro, I will never forget
Like, shut the
these
fuck up.
motherfuckers was trying to push Lomachenko Kambosos over Devin Haney, and they said because, and they try to say, haha, what do you think is really a harder fight, Lomachenko or Devin Haney? Let's be real, man. Ha ha ha. Devin can't get the fight. Now they real fucking silent, or they Kambosos fans, fake fans.
Yeah, it's corny shit. It's,
Devin
it's
Haney
corny
haters.
shit. It's corny shit because let me tell you, that's why I said okay. I said okay. If Kambosos should be fighting Lomachenko because Lomachenko is a harder fight and has fought better people, blah blah blah, all that weak shit, then Lil Charlo should fight Jared Hurd instead of Brian Castano. Niggas shit on themselves. Well, what? What about undisputed? Exactly.
Exactly.
You see how fucking stupid you sound? You see how fucking stupid you sound? So Lil Charlo gotta be undisputed immediately, but Cambosos gets to fuck around and do whatever, man. Fuck that shit.
Cause he fought the man that beat the man that beat the man. Nigga, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, Castano got a draw with Laurel. Hurd beat his ass. So you want to talk about all that competition and what makes a big fight? Like, I'm tired of you dudes, man. You don't fucking know Cambosos. He's not paying your fucking rent. Why are you protecting him? Fuck him. He's a fucking fraud that's there to get Lou DiBella paid, and it's time to get taken out like the garbage he is, along with the rest of these fucking dudes. That's why I want
Gonna lose
Lomachenko
all
to
that
fight
money.
Tank. That's why I want Lomachenko to fight Tank in the meantime, in between time, because he'll get smoked.
Yeah, I think Tank needs to start sending over that paperwork right now to Lomachenko.
Yeah,
Lomachenko's in war, remember?
that Lomachenko ain't
He
fighting no
doesn't.
fucking
He doesn't
war.
even look like that. He's even killing anybody out there.
Nobody even over war at that motherfucking place.
Yeah, no, Lomachenko is not actively engaging in combat operations. Neither is Usyk. He's back somewhere, sitting on his ass, training, trying to rehab, getting ready for the third fight. Fuck that. He needs to. He needs to. In the
The third
meantime,
fight with Tiafimo.
fight Tank. Man, fuck Tiafimo. He
Third.
got 140, and he can fucking do whatever the fuck he wants over there. I don't care about Tiafimo.
Tiafimo, like he's pissing me off because
Tiafimo
I,
sucks. He's a fraud too.
I actually heard that he's trying to fight that Puerto Rican dude John Bauza, and
Yeah, somebody he
I
can
like
beat.
the fight, but the problem that I have with this is that Tiafimo, he originally was going to face Liam Pero, in which the WBL magically made Tiafimo number 2 in the rankings to fight him, and I would have thought that probably would have been like the next move for him to get the belt, and then he could just make all this bullshit to say, yeah, man, I'm going for undisputed, man. But then surprisingly, you turn that away, and then now you're gonna fight John Bauza. Like,
Liam Perro is another undefeated Australian, so he's probably got PTSD. Liam Perro also has far more knockouts than Cambosos, and like I said, he's undefeated. But also, Teofimo don't deserve no fucking undisputed shot off top. And I know it's not undisputed because dude vacated the WBA, but Teofimo doesn't deserve shit. He doesn't deserve shit.
oh,
Yeah,
Josh Taylor vacated.
he
Yeah,
vacated.
nobody even gave a fuck because they're like, man, everybody's like sick and tired of Josh Taylor.
Yeah,
No,
Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor needs to move
Josh Taylor
up.
gets a fucking pass because he's Josh Taylor. The dude's a bitch. He was undisputed and gave it up because he didn't want to defend his belt against someone that would beat his ass. Another southpaw with power. So I'm like, why are you not cooking these dudes? Like
Alberto Puello would have beat his
y'all
ass.
talk about Tank and Haney and Wilder and all this bullshit. Cook these pussy ass dudes. Josh Taylor is a bitch on camera, straight ducking a title defense, and y'all like, oh well, That makes logical sense. Man, fuck that. I can't stand when people are inconsistent and double standards. The dude's a bitch.
And that's why they hate us, because when we go in there and start calling shit out, even on the black side, niggas be like, ah, nah, I can't fuck with y'all
Dude,
niggas.
do you know how many coons? Do you know how many coons were saying that Josh Taylor does something with Tank in his
Tank, yeah.
mind?
And I was telling people, I was like, bro, Josh Taylor will lose to Tank. Tank will sleep Josh Taylor. Niggas was like, hell no, you're tripping, Art,
Tank
man.
will
You don't know
murder him.
boxing. Just stick to art. You don't know boxing. I'm like, all right, bro.
Tank would kill Josh Taylor the
My
same way
my
he did
thing
to
is
Liam Walsh.
my thing is in the coons that I'm talking about, these aren't even things that they believe. They wait for old media to get behind somebody, and then they just get behind somebody saying stupid shit. If Tank had fought Josh Taylor, if Tank had fought Josh Tayller his last fight instead of fucking Catterall, fucking Josh Taylor would be in a fucking hospital somewhere.
Facts.
Like y'all are just dumb. And then it took Catterall to make y'all go back and rewatch the Regis fight because you like shit. He was looking sloppy then. Yeah, you dumb motherfuckers.
They was trying to paint him as like the white Terrence Crawford.
He is, and it's so funny because I honestly thought that Top Rank was gonna feed Josh Taylor to Bud while waiting on Spence to get finished, but Bud left Top Rank, and I'm like, okay, cool. So he just saved Josh Taylor's life because Josh Taylor would have got him hurt. Josh Taylor was never that good. This nigga. This nigga, he beat Baranchik by decision, who inferior niggas have knocked out. Like, bro, Montana Love stopped Baranchik, and fucking Taylor went 12 with him. If that don't tell you everything you need to know, because look at Montana, bro. He's not. Come on,
Yeah,
man.
Love is not that good either.
He's not.
Now they looking at Love like, ooh, I don't know. That holding that dog ain't enough.
I never backed Montana Love as some kind
Me
of
neither,
world beater.
because he really lost to Kenneth Sims Jr. on that showbox, but it is what it is.
Yeah,
Well, I wasn't
Kenneth
even going
Simmons
based off that. I
eating.
was just going based on what I've seen skill for skill. But now that I see he's over here getting knocked down by marginalized talent, I'm like, oh, okay, so you really ain't shit now. But yeah, and then it's funny because people that use fucking triangle theories can't put those things together. Montana Love stopped Baranchik, a nigga that made Josh Taylor go 12. Montana Love isn't good, but Josh Taylor somehow beats up Tank and Bud. But y'all smoking penis, man.
Can Josh Taylor even beat up Montana Love?
At this point, we got no idea.
At this
We
point,
got
that fight 50-50.
Yeah, bro. It's just like when people anointed Jose Ramirez because he knocked out Maurice Hooker. He knocked out Maurice Hooker. They goaded this nigga, and then his next few fights are ass,
They go to Maurice
ass.
Hooker.
Like,
Yeah, Maurice Hooker knocked out Jose Zapata.
oh my god, like these dudes are fucking pathetic.
Yeah, that was funny when
Spo J,
Zapata
Taylor
got
better
knocked out.
stay the fuck away from the welterweight division for as long as possible, or they're gonna have to guide his career like Jaime Munguia. Because he gets his ass demolished by some of these dudes. Like, what you think Staniona's big ass will do to Josh Taylor, bro? Oh my goodness! Like, it just pisses
Oh,
me off
Terry
because
Flanagan.
we have to sit here and endure this garbage. These people in all these fucking fantasy fights, and then they get fucking publicly destroyed, and we still gotta hear their fucking names.
Bro, you couldn't, nigga. Wilder, you say Wilder versus Ruiz back after Wilder versus Fury 2, they'll say, oh my God, Ruiz will fucking destroy Wilder. He's just so shorter. He's getting the inside. He's faster, man.
Right.
Wilder has no boxing skills,
Then he
man.
fights
They see
Areola.
he fought Areola. They like,
Ooh,
they quiet as hell.
Ruiz would be a cherry pick at this point. Look at everything he's been through. All right, then, shut the fuck
Fuck
up.
up. Yeah,
Right.
bro.
I just can't stand it. Like people don't even let these folks put in any work before they
He's with the
hype.
Reynoso gym now, so of course he's gonna beat Wilder.
Right. Ruiz left, and guess what? Frank Sanchez just left Reynoso.
Good.
G said, "Fuck this. Your entire fucking stable's getting swept. I don't want to be a part of this garbage operation." It's
Nigga,
like,
they said, motherfucker. Somebody said, remember that comment I posted? A Canelo fan said, of course he could beat Usyk. He was out there sparring Frank Sanchez and made it look like easy work.
just fucking idiots. And I'm like, bro, do you really think that Frank Sanchez is letting off max power on Cinebank? Do you really think that
Do you
the
really
man?
believe that?
the man who keeps the lights on, do you really think he's trying to hurt him real bad? That's just like whenever I hear people just, oh, Terrence Crawford be knocking out heavyweights. It's like, oh my God, shut the fuck up. Nobody is really in there. No heavyweight is really in there trying to body Terrence Crawford on some angry shit and sparring. Like y'all gotta just calm down, bro. Like, ugh. Like for example, when people say, "Oh, EJ stopping middleweights," that's believable because EJ is a big ass welterweight and middleweight is not that far away. You never hear, "Oh, EJ be putting heavyweights to sleep." Like, no, because no, it's not how life works.
You
No,
sound like a Bud hater, D Hive.
whatever. They sound like some bitches. That's just like that's just like whenever you have an opinion that doesn't revolve around kissing a woman's ass, they say, "Oh, you must hate women," or some shit like that. But no, I'm just keeping shit real. Okay, don't play with me. I'm just keeping it real. It's, oh, you must just be a hater. No, I'm not. I'm being honest. I'm being honest. I'm being honest. Like even when it comes to fighters I like, I'm honest. Like even Devin Haney. I always say that Tank can get in there and knock Devin Haney out in a single round because anybody Tank touches, he'll fold. But I also say Tank can also lose to Devin Haney because it's possible. Like you got to be realistic. Tired.
Niggas are saying it's realistic seeing Rolly win. Niggas has been, bro. Nigga put a betting slip up. I said, wow. He had money on not Gary Russell. He had money on Gary Spike Sullivan and Rolly to win
And
by
that's
knockout.
and that's terrible because Spike O'Sullivan is like the white Rosado. Like, how many times has he lost? Like, how many losses does he have now?
Plenty.
He's fucking 37 years old. He only has 5 losses, but he's been knocked out 4 fucking times already. So it's just like, again, I don't know. These dudes are fucking weird. These dudes are weird.
You put money on Kambosos?
I mean, people can talk about the robbery, but no, I'm not putting any fucking anything against that.
Bro, you know a nigga's trash when his keys to victory is robbery.
And that's people don't see him doing anything else. People don't see him doing anything else. It's just like when people say, "Oh, well, Terrence Crawford is gonna stop Errol Spence." It's like, yeah, because that's pretty much the only way he wins. Like after watching tape, basically based on what I've seen, if Terrence Crawford doesn't catch Errol Spence Jr. and stop him, I don't see how Terrence Crawford's going to win. I really don't. I,
Yeah,
I, I really,
Crawford's gonna get knocked the fuck out.
I really don't.
People feel like Crawford's a much better boxer than Spence
That's false. That's false information.
Hell no.
That's
because
not
he could
false.
Crawford,
switch hit.
It's, it's, it's,
Crawford's a shitty fucking boxer.
it's funny when people say that because people say that Bud beats Spence because of knockouts, but then they'll criticize Spence for going to decisions. And I'm like, so which one proves that you're the better boxer? Because a knockout is a matter of physics, happenstance, and knockouts can happen by accident. Whereas if you get decision 12 rounds, it's pretty much obvious who's superior. A decision shows a decision shows superior boxing ability. A knockout shows you hit a motherfucker real hard. So
And niggas try to say that Tyson Fury is much better than Wilder, but notice that they went to decision in the first fight.
right. And I mean, hey Tay, that's a perfectly fine opinion, but with all due respect, Terrence Crawford not only doesn't throw enough punches, but his inside work is not good enough to be able to land effectively on narrow space without getting cracked multiple times. And
And
the
on
thing
top of
is,
that, he can't fight
the
while being
thing is,
off his
the
back
thing is
foot.
when he says he can move around and pick him apart on his back foot, no, he'll have to be out of range. Because Errol Spence, I understand that the way Errol Spence looks, he's not as flashy, but you have to understand that there's skill set there. His jab is active, and I believe he has a slightly does Errol Spence have a slightly longer reach than Crawford?
Yeah,
No, I think Crawford got a longer reach.
Let me see. Crawford.
I don't even think so. I think
Bud
Bud has like
Crawford
short
is
arms.
5'8", has a 74 inch. Oh, man.
Yeah, they say EJ got like a 72 inch, but he looks like he has like a
Okay,
70.
Terrence Crawford has a two inch reach advantage, and Errol Spence Jr. has a 1 inch height advantage. Okay, yeah, but either way, he's still gonna have to get inside. Yeah, I understand 2 inches of reach, but when has Bud outside of fucking Postal? When has Bud really been this super boxer supreme? Because he had all those advantages on Sean Porter, and Sean Porter boxed well enough to convince Bud's corner that he was losing the fight.
And we all
So
heard it.
right, so yeah, so if Sean Porter can successfully outbox Bud to where Bud needs a knockout to win the fight, what do you think that Errol Spence Jr. is capable of doing? Like, see, these things don't like these things don't add up. So Terrence Crawford is going to need a knockout. That's the way I see it, and that's why people are calling for Terrence Crawford to stop him. That's why people are calling for Terrence Crawford to stop both of his opponents because him going rounds looks kind of sketch, and it is what it is. It is what it is.
Hey, somebody blocked me on Twitter because there's a Mexican boxing fan, female Mexican boxing fan. She blocked me because she posts Larry Merchant and said he's from the hood. And I said, he's from your hood. He ain't from my hood. That motherfucker's racist as shit. And then she's talking about, oh, I made the conversation bad and evil because people are bringing up Larry Merchant's racist behaviors.
Yeah, fuck Larry Merchant and fuck Larry Trump. Bitch. What the fuck you talking about? It is true, Tay. I'm sorry, but it is true. Bud's corner said he was down. Bud's corner said Sean Porter was up on the card, and that's the reality of the situation. I'm sorry if you don't believe that. I know the top ranked cards didn't reflect that, but I had Sean Porter up by a round, and so did Bomac and Bud's corner. So I understand if you're a Bud fan and you don't like to hear that, but it is what it is. So, you can take it or you can leave it. But, with all due respect, Terrence Crawford inside fighting ability has been shown to, struggle a little bit. EJ excels on the
We
same
brought
side.
in some very good sparring partners, but
Okay.
guy likes to run, he likes to move, nothing special. The holes are there.
It's
He's
on
been
tape.
hurt by an old pensioner in Linares. He was hurt by a little featherweight bantamweight, Jojo Diaz. I was there ringside. I nearly fell asleep, to be honest, because it was that boring. But look, Sunday, I get to step beside them ropes and punish this guy.
Y'all hear that?
He's been. We brought in some very good sparring partners,
A
but
guy that's almost
guy
been
likes to
dropped.
run. He likes to move. Nothing special. The holes are there. He's been hurt by an old pensioner in Linares. He was hurt by a little featherweight bantamweight, Jojo Diaz. I was there ringside.
It's funny because, like I said, Mr. Split Decision calls fights boring. What the hell was he doing with Lee
He
Selby?
talking in code, bro.
Yeah, he's repeating what people told him to say. Oh, you're boring and you can't punch and you got hurt by Linares. That's all everyone ever says. That's all everyone ever fucking says.
That's all he could say.
Yeah, and it's fine. They'll learn. They will learn.
I ain't mad at him because now you just got it's gonna make very enjoyable watching you get knocked out.
Right, right. Hey, I don't. Hey, to be honest with you, I really don't care. Like I said, it's your personal opinion. I had Sean Porter up by a round. A lot of people had Sean Porter up by a round. Bud has lost more rounds to people than EJ has, and Bud's been fighting the inferior competition. It is what it is. Now, if you want to be biased, like me, I'm not from Texas or fucking Omaha, so I really don't care. I didn't even know that the Bud Spence people were at war until like last year. And if you pick Bud to beat Spence, that's fantastic, but you have to be realistic. He's been hit before. He's been fucking dropped before. He's been wobbled before. He's coming up from 135. So just next, move on. And it sucks because I like Terrence Crawford, but his fans are so like it's all it's they're bordering on like Canelo level of cult shit. Like they can't even talk about Bud without like the extreme bias coming in. Like just take it easy.
Yeah, because most of them are dick riders. So
Well, I'm not gonna insult everybody like that, but it's just annoying. Like you can criticize Bud and still be a Bud fan. Like they think, oh no, Bud's absolutely perfect. His record is infallible. Blah blah blah. Like nah, bro. Like just relax. Like, it's funny. And
yeah, but like when you start dropping facts on them, they start getting pissed off at you and then wanting to send death threats out to you.
it's just weird because Bud hasn't really done anything. Bud hasn't really done anything at welterweight for us to be convinced that he's a fucking monster. So it's like okay, he stopped Sean Porter. Yeah, he stopped everyone after they've been through multiple wars with other people. It's fine.
Yeah,
Outside Bud is far superior. Okay, yeah, tell that to Green Beans who was putting in work. But then you're gonna say, "Oh, but he stopped Green Beans." That's because Green Beans was a nobody and still is to this day. Like this is what I be talking about.
Green Beans hasn't even been active since the Virgil Ortiz loss.
Green Beans is a fucking nobody. So like,
He
it is what it is. But
got knocked out so bad, he never came back to boxing.
well, he fought Virgil Ortiz Jr. and Virgil Ortiz Jr. stopped him. But I'm saying, like, all these people that no one's ever heard of, it's bordering on Canelo levels of insanity. They're giving him credit for beating people no one fucking has ever heard of. Like, oh, fucking Canelo knocked out Liam Smith. Who the fuck is this nigga?
Liam Smith is a nobody.
Oh, he knocked out Rocky Fielding. Okay, good. Who the fuck is like? This is what I'm talking about. Like,
Oh, he
you're not.
knocked out Jesse Vargas.
Yeah, like Bud had more decisions because his comp was better. You roll down his comp some, and he gets a bunch of knockouts. Anyways, I haven't picked two wins between Spence and Bud, but I definitely want Bud to lose because I'm tired of Bud fans. They're really annoying. Like Extreme Willpower is the only Bud fan I know with legitimate common sense. Everyone else is fucking psychotic. But Kambosos is a fucking fraud. I need Kambosos to lose big time. I need him to get fucking folded up badly. I really want him to turn down his rematch clause, but I know Lou DiBella's not gonna let him because that's a lot of bread on the line.
He gonna turn down that rematch clause.
No, Lou DiBella not gonna let him fuck over that money. Okay, Tay. Okay, Tay. Yeah, Canelo had all these tools too. Guess what? Bivol beat his ass with a 1-2. Stop. Stop. Watch more boxing.
With a simple 1-2 at that.
That's what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Terrence Crawford looks flashier. So therefore, you're like, oh, he beats all these people. He doesn't. Top Rank always does this. Look at Lomachenko. They marketed Lomachenko as the ultimate badass who looks really flashy. The nigga lost to inferior competition. Stop. Stop. This is why I'm tired of y'all. Top Rank does this every 10 fucking years.
Shit, they're gonna do it with fucking Keyshawn Davis.
Right. And then the niggas they pick lose. Stop. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be disrespectful, but I'm tired of y'all. I'm tired of y'all. It is just flat. He's been matched incredibly good. He fought a lot of marginal ass niggas, and this is what it is. Like Gary Antoine Russell's young ass with a shoulder injury stopped Postal. Terrence Crawford had to go to distance. Do
Oh,
you
so that's
see?
why Gary Antoine wasn't fighting well.
Yeah, and he still stopped him. Oh, what's up, Southern T? Yeah, so it's like we can
Yeah.
do these dumb shit all day. Just stop. He looks flashy. Yeah, good.
Yeah,
Shout out
like
to
I
my
could have.
boy Southern T in the building. Yeah, I seen. That's how I found out about the Albert Bell situation going on Southern T channel. I said, "Oh my god, man, dude, what the fuck he
Albert Bell,
wants
he's
to
a
get on him?"
beast.
Yeah, I know. I ain't saying he a bad fighter or anything like that, but I'm like, dude, you brought this guy in thinking that you gonna get some work, and he putting it on your ass. You getting worked.
That's because Kambosos is not good. He's
Yeah,
not.
hopefully Albert can
You building
like
his
that.
fucking his confidence up. You like, damn, niggas is unified champions, and I'm whooping their asses sparring like this.
That's it. Yeah, Kambosos is a fucking fraud. He's a fraud. Yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, Tay and fucking Bud went the distance with like fucking Ricky Burns or some shit. Like no one cares. No one gives a shit.
Shit, did you guys see Jesus Ramos on the card?
Yeah, Terrence Crawford went the distance with
He's,
fucking
I
Ricky
ain't gonna lie to
Burns,
you. I don't like that
Ray
guy.
Beltran, and all
He's not
kinds
ready.
of people.
He needs to move up or something because his
Yo,
style to me is just like
Who, Jesus Ramos?
the dude who fought on the tank undercard.
Yeah, like
oh,
against Lucas Santa Maria, right?
yeah, Lucas Santa Maria is actually pretty solid. It's just that
Santa Maria, he's a fucking beast.
the
I don't.
Ramos
You think he
campaign.
got robbed?
No, no.
I
don't
thought
think
I thought Santa
it was
Maria
a
was
UD.
winning like six rounds to four, but
I don't think it was a UD, but I think
it
Jesus
could have been like a
Ramos.
draw.
Yeah, it could have easily been a draw.
Worse at worst draw, but to me, to my objective viewpoint, I had it 6 rounds to four Santa Maria. So
Hey, and you know what? It could have went that way because Jesus Ramos, Jesus, I don't know. Like his family didn't do any research. Like your uncle just fought this nigga, and you came in fighting almost the exact same fight your uncle did. It was very weird. And also he was giving Santa Maria a lot of respect. Like he has all the power. And like Santa Maria only has like 7 knockouts. You really need to jump on him because from the outside you're not really winning the fight. But Jesus Ramos was scared to engage. And you know what? I was thinking to myself, Jesus Ramos versus fucking like Tony Harris would be good.
That'd be a good ass fight.
That'd be a good fight. You want to you want to
Yeah,
you want to test out a prospect? That would be good.
sure. That'd be like a barn burner.
But, I mean, shit for Tony Harrison, based on his last performance, Tony Harrison, pretty much still got it.
I would
So
like to see him and Xander, but I feel like he would stop him.
Xander Zayas, Jesus Ramos,
Yeah,
I don't see them stopping each other. I see it going to a decision, but
decision.
yeah, I don't see them stopping each other.
Wow.
Again, Crowd, I understand you have to lean toward the Puerto Rican fighters, but who is Zayas fighting to give you the
No,
push?
no, 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 no. Like I'm just like saying, like, like to me, like I'm not trying to be biased towards Xander. Like I want to see him to be tested, and if he loses, he loses. But I just think like both of them are two devastating punchers to the point where somebody has to get dropped.
I mean, it might
But
get run, but they're both going to be concerned about each other's power. That's why I say it's going to go to a decision. They're both going to be defensively responsible. Zayas is fast and getting faster. I mean, if anything, Zayas definitely has the speed advantage, so he can probably get over on Jesus Ramos because Jesus Ramos doesn't really, he's not as defensively sound. He doesn't really bend at the waist, and he throws pretty much the same combination. So if Zayas is smart, he could time him and then get him, probably knock him down or even get him up out of there. But currently, I see a decision, and I favor Zayas to beat his ass.
yeah, like I do too. But I think if Xander gets caught with something, like very heavy, I think Jesus Ramos can very well knock him out.
Eh, I don't know. Based on what I've seen from Jesus Ramos thus far, I don't know if he's not. I mean, I think he's good for 154, but he's showing some wrinkles, and he's definitely got to get back to the drawing board and tighten up some.
Yeah, yeah, he needs to like just go back to the drawing board and just keep working on some more shit.
Yeah, yeah, because it's not, wah, wah. But yeah, and also, I appreciate what Tank did to Rolly for sure. But Tank was talking some of that email talk shit, and let me tell you, I'm gonna be on Tank's ass like white on rice as far as his next opponent because I swear to God, Tank, you talking all this big
He
shit.
fighting what's his name? Lil Ali.
His see, that's what I'm talking about. His next opponent needs to be a certified.
Yeah, it has to be like Michelle Rivera or
That's what
No,
I'm talking about.
no,
It's
Michelle
gonna
probably
be Little
Rivera.
Ali or
No,
Ray.
Michelle Rivera isn't a certified. He gonna knock his ass out.
or wait, he can fight who's that other dude?
He needs to fight El Rayo, Frank Martin.
I could see Lil
Yeah,
Ali. I
Ryo
could see
Frank
Lil
Martin. That's
Ali
the
being
fight.
disrespectful to Tank.
Lil Ali got knocked down by some bullshit. He's gonna get
Yeah,
smoked.
some Spaniard dude.
Yeah, Lil Ali's gonna get in there and get his shit rocked. That's not a fucking certified. He barely even been tested.
Man, so how do y'all see the fight playing out with Devin Haney and Kambosos?
I see Devin stopping him late.
I hope Devin Haney gets the stoppage, but I mean, yeah. Based on what I'm seeing, Cambosos is gonna do what he did in his last couple of fights. He's gonna bounce around the ring, land a little bit, and they're gonna give him the fucking rounds. So I see it going to a decision. I see it being lopsided. Devin Haney got to make it good, and I hope Devin Haney manages to get like a knockdown or two just to make it real good. What's up, Cozy Rito? And that's the thing. When Devin Haney is walking up on people, he needs to try to step over them like Lomachenko, Better Be and Triple G do to force knockdowns. Like they'll punch, hit you, and then push you over with their body and step over you, like Jacobs did with Triple G did with Jacobs when they fought. because the first round knockdown was bullshit. Triple G hit him with a jab and then like pushed into him and walked over him. It was nonsense. He needs to do some shit like that.
Yeah, man, that was so dirty.
Said D Art man, what up? What's up, everybody? Cambosos gonna be getting pieced up from outside. I think he runs into something and gets knocked the fuck out too. Me too. I think Devin gonna really put it on his ass. Like it's gonna be funny too watching that shit.
Kambosos is a lot like Lomachenko in that they're just pressure fighters. They have really short arms, so they have to rush in and throw lots of punches to win fights. They're both suckers for straight rights, which is why Linares was able to pop Lomachenko. It's just that Linares at his stage of his career didn't have enough power, so he couldn't put him out, but he knocked him down with it. Kambosos will run into the same shit, just straight right. But like
Yeah,
when during the
They
judges,
man, they keep on. Do y'all hear them rating To as somebody special?
they keep.
My bad. Did you hear me?
When you
yeah, I
said
can
they
hear
keep
you.
a female or somebody special.
No, I said that they keep on rating Cambosos high because he beat To. So it's like they're indirectly rating To as somebody special. No, they're not indirectly. They're directly saying To somebody special.
Like I said, man, all these dudes are frauds, and they only get credit. They only get credit for beating each other. Because it's funny because when Haney clips this motherfucker, all they're gonna do is say, "Well, Cambosos was a nobody to begin with." That's all
Yep.
they're gonna do. Oh, he was a fraud from the very beginning. We all knew Tiafimo was having problems. And see, that's all these dudes do.
I mean, we did see him lose to Lee Selby already, bro.
Right. Right. That's all these motherfuckers do. And honestly, I'm tired of it, which is why people think I'm hating. I'm like, no, I want these assholes out of boxing so you fuckers have no choice but to recognize the real. I want these frauds fucking gone. Like people think I hate Canelo personally. No, I want these frauds fucking gone. So
Dude, y'all don't even understand. Canelo did something that's causing problems in the lightweight division.
literally the entire sport is fucked because of this pussy ass bullshit.
Yeah,
And
everybody's
that's
a
why,
pussy.
like I said, D-Hive, years from now, we gonna laugh. We gonna be like, man, people really had Canelo Alvarez as number one over the fucking, the likes of fucking Shakur and Haney and motherfucking Charlos and them.
We're talking about, oh, PBC is witness protection island. Which PBC fighter has a franchise protection belt?
Literally.
All right then. God, I want these dudes gone. So you have, like, for example, it took Canelo literally getting his ass beat for almost the entire fight for people to realize, hey, maybe Benavidez is actually good. What? Now all of a sudden y'all want to give Benavidez his propers? I mean, I admit the nigga hasn't fought anybody, but you telling me Benavidez can't do the same shit Bivol did to Canelo, one hand right after the other, and just step
And
forward?
and it's like they hurt. I know they hurting because it's not like Bivol did something super spectacular
He did
to beat
nothing.
Canelo. He didn't.
He did nothing. He put two punches together and stepped forward. That's it.
And he didn't shell up for the entire fight.
Nope. He moved his feet, stepped around, put two punches together. That's it. One and two. One and two. Walk forward. That's your pound for pound number one. Getting beat up by that bullshit. And then it's funny because immediately they had to say, well, it doesn't matter because Bivol will beat Charlo and Benavidez. And I'm just like, you sure? Are you sure?
And
So,
I'm like, they don't even have to fight him. They don't. It doesn't matter.
but
Who
you know
told
what's
your
funny?
dumbass to fight Bivol?
And it's funny because if Bivol was going to come down to 168, I was saying day one, Charlo, get in position to fight Bivol if that's going to happen. Because I just, it's one of those situations where it can go either way. Could Bivol put on a masterclass and beat him? Sure. Could it Bivol also get fucking caught with something? Yeah. And then Canelo wasn't doing anything. Canelo wasn't really going to the body at all. Charlo goes down to the body some. Charlo throws uppercuts and all kinds of punches. And when you close in on Charlo on the ropes, he's not going to sit there and let you hit him. He's going to start swinging.
Man, did you see them uppercuts Charles was hitting Brandon Adams with? Brandon Adams was trying to dip his head as low as the fucking ring, and Charlo was still dipping low and picked that motherfucking head right up with that uppercut.
Fucking Brandon Adams was basically like Danny Garcia after the third round with Spence. He was trying to survive. He just didn't want to get fucking hurt, so he just keep boxing.
He
But
was
but it,
not trying to win that fight after the third round. He
no,
came in there swing. I felt like he felt his power. It was like, fuck no.
yeah, he got. I think he got hit with like a right or left of the body, and was like, oh shit, okay, like nah, let me. It's clear.
Dude, you know what fight I was watching too? Motherfucking Kyron Davis versus Benavidez.
That
And I was like, hold on, this nigga Kyron, even though he got TKO'd or whatever, the motherfucker was putting in work. And I was thinking to myself, like, man, Charlo got way more pop than that. Better IQ, speed. I think he's a little bit. Nah, he's taller than Kyron Davis too.
well, it's a situation. It's a
But he gotta
mental.
have that heart.
Yeah, it's a mental situation. Charlo has to believe he can win. Like I said, the first person that fights David Benavidez like they're not afraid of him is gonna beat his ass. That's all it is. Because right now Benavidez is thriving off of the fear factor.
Cause he looking like a fucking a
He looking,
ogre.
yeah, he looking like a lurch. I'm big, I'm strong, I'm fast. Yeah, nigga, all right. Like I said, the first person to fight Benavidez like they're not afraid of him is gonna beat him. Just like Bivol, like
And
Bivol.
it'll hate to be for somebody that's out of the blue, like David Morrell.
Oh well, I already said David Monroe will wipe out that whole division. Like with all due respect,
But you know they know it too, D Hive. You don't even have to say it because they know it because their silence is the answer.
yeah, and like I said, with all due respect to Charlo, if Charlo come up there to 168 and talk about some Morel, nigga, it's probably not gonna go the way you think it's gonna go. So but yeah, that's why they don't want Morel to fight any damn body because they talking about oh everyone's ducking David Benavidez. Oh well, Morel wants to fight him. Nah, that's not a good fight. Oh, okay, right, okay. Suddenly, David Benavidez wants all the smoke, but not all of the smoke. Just some of the smoke. Not all of it, just some of it.
Look, I said it. Anybody trying to bet on a fight, I'm right here. $100 on Morrell. But niggas like, nah, they don't want they cause now they hit. You know what's crazy though? You remember when I was like, Bivol only got 20 fights, so I ain't really 19 fights. I'm like, is he really gonna beat Canelo? Now these niggas is telling me that Morrell got 5, 6 fights. That's why he can't beat Benavidez. I'm like, y'all niggas was just telling me it don't work that way,
Yeah, that's some
right?
horse.
Yeah,
So what are we doing here?
and it's sad because they're going from Canelo to Benavidez, but they're trying to put Benavidez in the protection system. It's just like, oh my god, just a second ago this motherfucker beats everybody. Now all of a sudden, like, oh,
Yeah, I know. And it's like, how can you? And I'm challenging people's fucking statements because I'm like, how the hell you gonna say he Mexican monster, but you got the Cuban monster saying, hey nigga, I'm here, and I'm guess what? I'm in your weight class, and also I have a belt. Even though y'all like to say it's not a belt, it's a belt, nigga. So them belts gonna have to basically he's Canelo's mandatory, right? Or he could be mandated.
He can petition through the WBA to have them, set
So
up a fight,
and the
with
WBA
Canelo.
wouldn't sanction that shit. They're not stupid. Not only would Canelo just vacate and tell them to go fuck themselves, but it's just like they're not gonna do all that. But
But I'm just saying, if people saying that, oh, it's not, you know, there's no point of even fighting him. I'm like, nigga, you can still get that little strap off him, anyways.
the point is,
And
if
then that
everyone
puts
in the
you in a
division is
position for
ducking
more
you, you gotta
money.
you gotta fight who the fuck is available. If you claim everyone is ducking you, you gotta take whatever smoke is available. Isn't that the dumb fucking excuse they gave Triple G for all these years, fighting Szechuan chicken and dinner rolls? Oh well, everybody's just ducking him, so he's just fighting whoever is available. I'm like, okay, so what the fuck? The fuck
And
do
you
we
know,
do?
with this whole David Morrell thing, because David Morrell was like, dude, nigga, I fight this weekend. I'm about to watch this nigga. We
Yeah,
can make some shit happen this year if you want it.
yeah, and Morel is to Benavidez what I mean, no, Benavidez is to Morrell what Charlo is to Benavidez. Morrell called him a bitch and did nothing happen. Morrell was like, dude, I'll whoop your ass like a bitch. And Benavidez had nothing to say. So y'all want to talk about Charlo and da 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 da. Morrell is actually at 168.
At his weight class and
Yeah,
available to fight him next
right. Charlo is
this year.
yeah, Charlo is an active middleweight champion that's currently doing a fucking title defense while he figures out what the fuck he want to do with his life. That is what it is. But Morrell is at 168. He's ready. Never been hurt. Never been knocked down. Never been knocked out. Undefeated. Let's get it. What the fuck is the problem?
And champion.
Yeah, any regular champion too. So I mean, shit, that's a step up from being a contender.
Shit, out here in Minnesota, they say he champion on that damn on the magazines.
He might as well be because
They got a
honestly,
little there's like a little Minnesota newspaper or whatever type shit, and they have like the fighters or whatever, and he's on there, and they call him a champion on that. I'm like, dude, people don't even give a fuck about if it's a regular belt or a fake belt, nigga. Fight. They got a belt, fight him.
he may as well be because I'm gonna tell you right now, I haven't seen anybody at 168 that I am picking with any confidence over Morrell. And I'm sorry, but that includes Demetrius Andrews. I wouldn't pick Andrews.
Yeah,
I don't
Andrews
know. I ain't gonna lie. The guy's looking good because the only thing, the only thing I say is that his gas tank.
Yeah, I mean he went some rounds with Lennox Allen. That happened. Lennox Allen was like 22-1, I think. Did the New York circuit. That happened, but I think he still handled his business. Lennox Allen, he was still defensively responsible on the inside. So that happens. You know, and hey, if David Benavidez whoops Morel's ass and stops him and all that, I'll be the first to admit I was wrong. I have no issue admitting I was wrong. I'm not like these boxing Twitter dudes who make all
I
kinds of
love when fighters prove me wrong. Actually,
right. Exactly. I admit I was wrong. Just like I did with Tony Yoka. I thought Tony Yoka was gonna stop Bacoli. I was like, fuck, this is a terrible call. This is terrible.
Yep.
I,
I ain't gonna lie. I remember I thought that Richard Coleman was gonna beat Teofimo Lopez. I'm giving 100.
no, I didn't say that. Richard Coleman has never been good. But that was a fair pick at that time. Because
Yeah, because I was
Teofimo
like, oh yeah, Coleman can crack.
because Teofimo went 12 with Nakatani. So it's like,
Yeah, and I seen that shit. I just seen that. And I was like, oh yeah, most
yeah,
definitely.
yeah, that was a fair pick at that time.
Yeah.
Well, shit, just like I picked Lomachenko to fucking stop Comey in the late rounds. You couldn't do it.
Man, I feel like Coleman was drained in that fight, or he just looked old.
I
He
mean,
looked like he was all wobbly and shit, and he was still in there. That's why I was like, what the fuck?
that's that's one of the primary reasons why I don't think that Lomachenko has anything for this current version of Tank Davis because Comey got cracked upside his head, fell over, got up, beat the count, and he
You
and as
punched this nigga like with a sneaky right hook while he wasn't even looking, nigga, and he still got up.
and the thing is, as opposed to covering up or moving, he still just kept swinging with you. He did. He even while hurt, he kept swinging with you. So I'm
Look,
like,
Loma did the thing when he was in a high guard, and I swear, fucking Richard Coleman hit him with like a hook while he was in his high guard and literally moved Loma off his feet. I said, oh yeah, nigga.
yeah.
You let
So
Tank in there, he's gonna mix your ass up. It don't even matter.
the thing
Loma's
is,
not
Yeah,
the
take
Matrix
serve him
anymore.
up.
Loma's never Loma's never been the Matrix. He gets credit for doing regular things. Like Bam Rodriguez also uses angles. Do you think that they call Bam Rodriguez the fucking Matrix? Like he just like I don't understand. Like all these things have been done before. See, like the person that made pivoting on angles on the inside popular was Mike Tyson. Nobody ever nobody
Well,
ever
you let Paulie Malignaggi and them other folks tell it, nigga. It was them Eastern European boys.
yeah, I'm like, give me one.
They did a whole documentary about them niggas. I'm glad I ain't see that shit.
Yeah, I didn't watch it because I don't need to. It's just like, okay, give me one. Which Eastern European fighter is most famous for using angles either around the time of Mike Tyson or before? Hit me up. Let me know. That's not how they fight. It's not how they fight at all.
Yeah, they just come forward.
Yeah, Lomachenko and like Janabek are the only ones, which is why they're like, oh my god, they're so revolutionary. No, they're gonna fucking lose like they always do, and y'all are gonna talk shit about how they had a mystery injury, or they hadn't had that much experience, or the promoters like shut the fuck up with all that weak shit.
Shut that soft shit up.
Yeah, they got their ass
This
beat
stuff to
because they're not fucking good.
I'm always telling motherfuckers on Twitter, shut that soft shit up. Somebody
Yeah,
said
man.
something crazy.
I just hate
people that
getting
make
all these fucking.
excuses.
I just hate
Niggas
getting
be
all
trying to give me lectures and shit. I be like, man, shut that shit up, nigga.
yeah, all these fucking think pieces. It's boxing. One guy lost because the other guy beat him up. Isn't that what they say whenever we talk about Wilder Fury? Wilder got his ass beat because Tyson Fury is better. Okay, cool. Apply then if you're gonna throw out context, you gotta apply that logic to everyone else. Oh well, we'll see Lomachenko. His shoulder was hurt,
Hurt, and
and he was
Salido punched him in his nut. Oh, Salido punched him in his nuts, huh? What about fucking Tyson Fury putting Wilder in a fucking headlock and then uppercutting him on his way down?
and you see, the thing is that
Pretty.
Lomachenko
The fuck?
being at lightweight
Pretty
isn't even
much.
his natural weight. He needs to go back down to 126 where he can really roll. Okay, then why hasn't his bitch ass done that? Like you're talking all
Because
this
he
shit.
can't make that way. He's built like a little small ass hobbit.
That's what I'm saying. Like you think these dudes talking all this bullshit. Like, okay, then get Lomachenko the fuck out the division. Oh, because he doesn't want to fight Shakur Stevenson? Right, because look at his ass beat. Thank you. Next.
Well,
Uh,
Shakur Stevenson hurt that dude.
you can tell Shakur Stevenson has already heard him. Did you see the sparring photo? Lomachenko.
Yes, bro. See, Beehive niggas don't know how to. They don't know how to read body language.
Yeah, Lomachenko wasn't smiling in that photo. He looked like he didn't even want
He
to
looked
take
like
the
he was
table.
trying to catch his breath.
Lomachenko looked like he was posing out of kindness, but he didn't look like he wanted that picture taken. Like, hey, can y'all get the fuck about here? And I guarantee you they didn't spar again. They were like, oh
They
hell
talking about
no.
he sparred him for the Rigo fight. Nigga, after that sparring session, he said, "Hell no, nigga.
Yeah, he was like,
Bring in the Corolla type fucking level opponents to spar with, please."
yeah, he was like, I will not be fighting. I will retire before I fight it. It's kind of like what fucking Sean Porter said about Boots. He's like, I'm not fighting that young man. No
I'm
sir.
just not, and there's nothing you can make me do to fight him.
Right, I'll retire. Like fuck it. Like Sean Porter said it. He's like, nah. That was like one of the only moments where I respected Sean Porter because he was like, no, I'm not going to do it.
Hey, I respect that. I respect that because
Yeah,
nigga,
he
Yeah,
I
was.
that,
would. What the hell you talking about, nigga? You fight him. I get on
Yeah,
my Anthony Joshua shit.
he was honest. He was honest about the Dutch. He was like, no, I'm there. No, I'm not going to sign anything he's attached to. That's insane. No, and I'm like, hey, it is what it is. Hey, you know, you gotta look out. You gotta look out for your health. You know, it's like if niggas didn't want to fight Wilder when he was coming up. I understand. I get it. That's crazy. You know, this motherfucker is sleeping everybody. I completely get it. Have we talked about Cool Boy? Not really, because I don't think that Daniel Rahman brings anything to the table. I think that as long as Cool Boy relies on his boxing skills, superior speed, and jab, Daniel Rahman should be easy work. However, if Cool Boy does that stupid shit that he's been doing in his last two fights and allows Daniel Rahman to get a lucky uppercut off, then that'll be his fault. But outside of that, I see Pool Boy washing him. Uh, pretty much getting a UD because Rahman doesn't throw enough punches. He's not exceptionally powerful. He's been beat by far inferior people, and yeah, I just with all due respect to Daniel Rahman, I don't think he brings anything special to the table to actually give Pool Boy any real problems. I really don't. Like he doesn't do anything special.
yeah, I
I mean,
think Cool Boy's just gonna serve him up.
like to be honest, I think Figueroa probably beat his ass. I think Figueroa will probably beat the shit out of Daniel Rahman if we can keep it 100. Like Rahman could beat somebody like Leo, like Angelo Leo, because Leo is only an inside fighter with no fucking jab, so that makes a lot of sense. But I think somebody like Brandon Figueroa will probably get on Daniel Rahman's ass. So that's why I have brought it up because people are like, oh, this is going to be such a good fight, and it is going to be a good fight, but he's not going to do anything.
Hey, the homie Josh got fucking blocked from George Cambosos because he got on George Cambosos' ass
Oh
Cause he's like, how the hell you gonna call motherfucking Haney a rat? But nigga, you out here trading with Manny Pacquiao to fight your own countryman. Your countryman actually won.
y'all,
Biggest victory for fucking Australia. And you
y'all,
wasn't a part, you was on a opposing team. And you wanna talk about rat.
y'all was
The
bullying
fuck?
me. Like,
Yeah,
This nigga's
kambosos is a
crazy.
rat.
he blocked me. He blocked me like as soon as he beat TFC, he blocked me. I was like, wait, what? I was like, I didn't even say anything to you. But I don't know. These motherfuckers be knowing.
His coach
They be,
follows me on Instagram, by the way. So
who is this coach?
Javier Centeno.
Who the fuck is that?
That's that's that trainer that trains Xander Sias. He has his own gym down in Florida. I know that, but
Oh, that's why.
Yeah, what's his name? Kano Loco Sports was talking about that on the
yeah,
show
Kano
earlier.
Kano
He
Loco.
was like, "Nigga, I had this bitch ass nigga on
And
my fucking show, and this how the fuck they
me
want to come
and
do our American champion."
me and
What you talking about?
BFTB like we called in on that same night where like we asked him like very difficult questions about like the situation at hand between Haney and Cambosos and Tio, and he was trying to keep everything like professional, but
PG.
yeah. Yeah, like
It's,
he tried to keep everything politically correct, but
who else
like
is
I
Centeno?
try to. Oh wait, what?
Who else is Centeno known for training?
Can you say that like one more time?
Who else is Javier Centeno known for training?
Oh, he trains Xander. He trains I think Charlie Shee, if I'm not mistaken, and
So it's just
then
like a bunch of marginal niggas. That's, that's
yeah,
all.
pretty much. I mean, like
Oh,
his only known credible fighters that he currently trains is Cambosos and Xander Zayas. So
okay. So we got some one unified marginal and one still solid but yet unproven. Okay. Doesn't he train Togo sandwiches too? Doesn't he train Emmanuel
Togo
Togo?
who?
Togo, whatever the fuck his
Oh
name is.
yeah. Tego.
Yeah, that garbage ass
Yeah,
nigga. All right.
like I know that he trains them. Yeah,
Yeah, and Tago's fucking trash. Like I was like, he's trash. But Tago's someone who's
I
never
just
been
call him
good.
I
Yeah,
just
he's
call him
somebody.
Tego shit.
Yeah,
Tugboat.
Tago's never been good. He's never gonna be good. So all
Yeah,
right, so yeah,
Tugboat Tego.
nah, motherfucker. Santana might be cool, but thus far he doesn't bring nothing to the table. And it's funny because I find it hilarious that Campos is like thinks Xander's eyes is good sparring for Devin Haney. They don't fight they don't fight
Bro,
anybody.
he's probably getting his ass kicked by Xander Zayas and fucking Albert Bell
Yeah, like that's what
Yeah,
I said. Every sparring session, he's losing confidence because he probably look. Togo was whooping his ass. Togo.
with a jab, bro. And I don't care what nobody say because look, they say sparring don't matter or whatever. Nigga, the sparring clips of Berlanga and Lubin, nigga, I looked at every bit of him in his next couple fights after that shit.
Oh, that's fast. He looked.
So I don't care what nobody talking about, nigga. That sparring shit do matter, dude. What are you talking about? I already
yeah,
got a
because
feel for you.
it
It's just
also
like
gives your future like a bonus to study you of like what you like to do or don't like to do.
right,
So you telling me
Throughout.
that you improved from the jab so much?
right,
Yeah,
and it's just like when people. It's the same reason why people calm down talking about Bute. He fought Stanionis and the nigga couldn't even slip a jab.
When he, nigga, he was getting worked up on by Jamal James until he started punching that nigga in the back of his head.
Right. So that's why people because you remember when Butav beat Jamal James, everyone was like, "Oh my god, he can fuck with Spence
He said,
Crawford."
"Oh my god, did you see he did Jamal James like that, nigga? Stop playing games, bro. Jamal James is fucking. Come on, bro.
Uchev
He's good, man. He's good, but he ain't no. Let's be real, nigga. He ain't no motherfucking boots or no shit like that, bro.
and literally one fight later, hush mode,
Hush mode.
crickets. I'm like, y'all dudes just y'all dudes, they really think that everybody from like Russia or Eastern Europe is gonna be
You know what
good.
it is? I know exactly what it is, bro. If you get if you get a black fucking body on your record, you're the goods.
Right.
I'm gonna
It's
keep it
like,
100. That's how they view it. Like if you're able to beat a black guy, you're the goods.
yeah, it's like when Lomachenko got over on Gary Russell. Oh my god! And then
I
it's
don't understand how you can give Gary Russell can get no credit, but Lomachenko gets all the credit for beating him.
I
It's like the
I
Tyson Fury Wilder situation.
I ask people one question. I'm like, okay, how much respect were you giving Gary Russell before he fought Lomachenko? It's usually crickets.
Slim.
It's usually crickets. People like, oh, I wasn't even watching his fights before he fought Lomachenko. Then shut the fuck up.
I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't even, bro. I didn't watch that fight live. I didn't even know they fought until like a couple years ago,
No,
and I still haven't even watched that full fight to be honest.
I watched Lomachenko because everyone was sucking his dick. Bro,
Bro,
like
I heard of Lomachenko when uh after Terrence Crawford became undisputed, and they put fucking Lomachenko over Andre Ward in Crawford. I remember that shit.
and right
And I was like,
there,
who is this Lomachenko guy? Let me go check him out. And
and
I seen
right
that shit. I was like, yo, what the fuck?
and right then, if Bud fans had any fucking sense, they would have called Top Rank out. Because y'all are so focused on saying somebody's ducking Terrence Crawford that you dumb fucks ignored the racism right when it was in front of you.
Man, you see
Right
who's
then.
look, you see who's going hard for Crawford when the lawsuit came about, right? On
Not
Twitter.
his fans.
Not his hardcore fans.
His fan base is saying he probably gonna lose. he
They
probably
was
gonna
telling
lose.
me shit like that.
Yeah, that's how they are, and it's fucked up because Crawford's fan base emulates some of his tendencies. You know, some of the little coonery he does, with all due respect to Terrence Crawford. That's why he's old media's favorite black fighter. He's like, oh, I'm not racist. I like Terrence Crawford. And Josh, you know what? It's literally gonna take someone breaking Lomachenko's fucking neck for them to realize that he's not that guy. This motherfucker has two losses. One at like did he fight Khalil at 130 or 126? I forgot.
It said motherfuckers on Twitter really saying the winner of the fight weekend of this weekend ain't the number one guy. It's Loma.
And you know why they're saying that? Because they want Lomachenko to be back up. They want the winner to fight they want the winner to fight Lomachenko. And that's why a lot of motherfuckers want Kambosos to rob Devin Haney because they know Lomachenko probably stop him. That's why.
Yeah,
And it's okay.
Campbell's getting his ass whipped.
And it's okay because I said Devin Haney would beat Lomachenko back when Lomachenko ducked him. That's only going to get worse now. Now that Devin Haney's getting older, getting more experience, like y'all are stupid. Y'all are dumb. Like y'all gotta fight these. Y'all gotta fight these dudes. Y'all gotta fucking fight these dudes early. Like that's just like Virgil Ortiz talking about 4 or 5 years to fight Boots. You're an idiot, bro. Do you think
Yeah, he's gonna get knocked out by that time frame.
I'm like, do you think Boots is gonna get worse?
He's
He
gonna
are
turn into a better fighter.
Yeah, like he already has almost 30 fights and almost all knockouts. He has double your ring experience. Do you think he's gonna get worse?
He's
Like,
knocked out 18 people or 19 like opponents straight. So
yeah, like you niggas are retarded. Like y'all your strategies are all gonna backfire. And what's worse is that you're just gonna end up losing to motherfuckers you're not supposed to lose to, and for less bread. That's what fucks up. That's what fucks me up. These niggas be getting broke off for less bread. Like Gary Russell Jr. didn't want to fight Devin Haney, fucking end up losing for less bread. Lomachenko didn't, lost for less. Tiafimo didn't, lost for less. Kambosos almost made the same mistake, but now he about to get his ass whooped. Fortuna lost for less. Like it's like y'all need to wake up and take your fucking blessings.
Hey, what's up with this talk from the government is paying? Government's paying for what?
Oh, Bill Haney went live on another show, and he said that the government actually put up some money for the fight to happen so
yeah,
they
to
can
fund the
figure.
fight.
Yeah, so that's right. Kambosos' first major
So nobody's
undisputed
not
fight
coming
in
down to go see
Australia
him.
is on fucking
Whoa,
television.
that makes me think about like, whoa, what type of shit is that?
I try to tell people.
So basically, they're extorting their own people just
No,
to
they're
give.
not exploiting their own people. Just the government is financially invested in the fight. That's what Bill Haney was saying. That's why my post on Twitter about
Yeah,
Mike
but like,
Tyson.
where do they get that
That's
money from?
they people pay taxes, probably. But that's why my point on
Yeah, so
Twitter.
therefore
That's
they.
what my hold on. That's why my point on Twitter about Mike Tyson going to Australia despite being a convicted rapist. That's why I said what I said because it's up to the government. The government has control over the visa system. They can decide whether you're approved or denied. The government denied Bill Haney on purpose because Mike Tyson was convicted the same exact year as Bill Haney and served a longer sentence for a violent crime. He was allowed to go to Australia because the government granted him permission. The
Yeah,
Australian, yeah,
um,
the Australian government denied Bill Haney's visa on purpose.
yeah, it's a political like a double standard.
Yeah, and then people are like, "Why should kambosos give a fuck?" I'm like, "Yeah, I know you guys think it's going to be a psychological advantage, but it's not going to matter." And plus, Bill Haney said that they already prepared for this eventuality. They already prepared for the reality that Bill might not be able to go because of the criminal shit. So surprise, motherfuckers! They already figured they would pull some shit like this. So it's not going to fucking help. It's not going to help. And when Kambosos gets beat up, I expect all that dick riding to transfer to Devin Haney. Because you said Kambosos was this, he was that, he did all this work, blah, 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 blah. Well, now what? Oh, he has to fight Lomachenko now. Man, fuck y'all. That's why
Yeah.
I honestly hope that when Devin Haney gets these belts, for the first year, he acts like the biggest diva on the planet. Because I can't stand that.
The
All
baddest motherfucker.
all these bitch ass dudes get to act like divas when they get the belts, but when one of us get the belts, we have to be humble and do the work. Man, fuck that shit. Fuck that. I can't stand that. No, go ahead
Talk
and
your shit.
yeah, talk your shit, buy yourself some jewelry, do all the shit you normally would do. 'Cause I'm tired of these dudes.
Devin
Oh,
Haney should just
One
take
thing,
a year off.
what do y'all think about that flyer of with the chains, Devin Haney wearing the chains or whatever, and George Cambosa's got his flags.
I think that's cool. It's a very
Somebody, some people trying to say it's too far, but I'm like, I don't know. I don't think it's too far, but I wouldn't put it past them. But I don't know. My thing is, these guys, they don't have to post any flyers for us to know that they're racist. These motherfuckers live on land that was fucking once ruled by the Aboriginal people there. They killed all of them. Killed all of them.
I
Black
personally
people, black Aboriginal people. So like, come on, man. They already know what time it is. That shit's in their soil over there.
I personally think it's cool because at the end of the day, all George Kambosos has is the Australian flag. That's pretty much it. And not to mention, wealth and prosperity already symbolizes the United States. What symbolizes Australia? Kangaroos, which was in the fucking foreground. So like nobody gives a shit. Really nobody cares. I mean, Cambosos, like I said, going in, Cambosos was a fucking sacrifice. He was never anything more than a sacrifice. Lou DiBella was trying to negotiate a way Lou DiBella could get paid because he didn't expect to have a unified championship on his hands. And now that he's done that, it's Dunzo. It's Dunzo. This motherfucker's out of here. And it's about time too. So after this, Lomachenko can get his bitch ass beat up or whatever, and hopefully Tank can come in and back up the shit he was talking to. I like you, Tank, but I have not forgot what you said, and I hope you keep that same fucking energy. I don't want to fucking hear no bullshit about well you see you got to make sense. Devin Haney, it's not a big fight. That's one thing I hate because Tank fans are starting to sound a lot like Bud fans, and I really can't stand that shit. Like big fights for everyone else are fights that are like hard to win, but big fights for Tank are fucking bums that make Tank a lot of money. I don't like that. I don't like that, and I'm tired of fucking hearing it. I really am.
I'm
So
just hoping Tank leaves Floyd Mayweather so that way he could just be independent. Because,
Tank doesn't need to leave Floyd Mayweather to make the fights. He doesn't.
well, I disagree with that because Floyd Mayweather is going to do the same thing to say, well, this fight doesn't doesn't make sense, blah blah blah, knowing that that the hardcore fans want these big fights for Tank, and it's just gonna go back to square one, where Mayweather's gonna make up, more lies to say that these fights, don't make any
Man,
sense.
it don't even matter, dude. These niggas is making money, bro. People love seeing Tank fighting, bro. Nigga, bro, everybody's talking about Tank now. They're
Yeah, but
growing.
the
He's
problem
growing. His
is,
profile's growing. After this fight, that shit's growing. He could fight Michael Rivera bro, next, and that shit's gonna sell.
yeah, but at the end of the day, Tank needs to fight big names.
Well,
He can't be fighting, like opponents that
The
we.
big names are on other fucking networks, and you
Tank
already
has
know
to
how that
ask.
shit go.
Tank has to ask for the
Well,
fight.
not really though, because he can either fight.
Who can he fight right now? That's not with Bob Arum. That's a big name.
Right.
Well, there's really not that many names up on top rank that Tank would actually need to fight. Like the only names that Tank could fight on top rank theoretically would be Lomachenko and then Tiafimo, but other than that, that's
Teofimo's
pretty
not
much
in the
it.
division anymore, and Lomachenko is MIA.
Yeah. So like I mean those fights like financially don't make a lot of sense, but he could definitely go after Devon. He could go after who else? He can go after Gary Russell. Why not? Take
Gary
him out.
Russell's father just died, so they're gonna be the whole unit is gonna be inactive for some time. But the thing is, he doesn't need to leave. He doesn't really need to leave Mayweather because he just needs to ask for the fight to get made. It's really that simple. He said that he never even asked, so he just needs to ask and then receive.
So like what would be the proper fight schedule for him?
Well, I mean, since these motherfuckers are busy, he could fight. He could destroy Michelle Rivera in the meantime. In between times, give Michelle a pin while folding his ass up.
Watch y'all laughing. Watch that shit be next. I can see little Michelle Rivera talking shit to Tank
Bro,
in
baby,
Spanish.
baby Ali, like I love Michelle Rivera, but
Yeah, that nigga's funny, bro. Watch he gonna be talking
but
shit
They
in
can market
English.
it.
I just see that fight being like a brutal
They
knockout. I
they'll
don't
market it
know.
as Tyson versus Ali. That's how they'll market it.
For
Yeah,
real, y'all think we
yeah, it's
bullshit.
gonna it's gonna be marketed like that.
But it's funny because I think it was either Black Fight Fan or 78 Sports TV. They had a theory that Al Heyman was building up his lightweight stable so Tank can run through the niggas. Like they were like, yeah, they're building up Frank Martin and El Rayo and fucking and Little Ali so Tank can come down with all these fights and just run through these dudes. And I'm like, that's terrible. That's what they were doing. That's horrible.
Bro, and you know what's so funny? I actually believe that as well. I honestly believe that.
Al Heyman is a terrible genius.
And I'm trying to tell you from the fight party I was just at. It was my dad's birthday and we had a fight party mixture. Bro, nigga, we was in that motherfucker turned up watching that shit. Turned up, nigga. And I'm telling you, bro, this nigga is growing. He's always on Say Cheese TV, all that, all the bloggers, they're posting Tank, bro. His
And
next
that
fight gonna be packed, nigga. Did you see that venue?
Yeah, they had record breaking attendance. That was the biggest Barclays event. And,
He
and
can't fight at the Barclays again.
and it's sad. It's sad, but that's the way that business needs to be done now. You got to start greasing people up to be sacrificed because these niggas ain't trying to fight. Motherfuckers are getting a whole stable full of mungias and shit. Like
Nigga, I don't want to hear shit about Tank when they got niggas like Mungia running around here.
right. So like I said, go ahead and let him fight. Or honestly, I don't want to see him fight Ryan Garcia next. That's just a step laterally. So go
Yeah.
ahead and take Michelle Rivera out, and then she was cracking. She was shaking with Kambosos and Devin Haney that second fight. Because if Kambosos get his ass whooped too hard and don't want the rematch, then let Tank step in.
Facts.
Let
Facts. But
let.
shit,
let
I gotta get up out of here, man. I'm about to go to the gym. Gotta put this work my damn self.
all right, for sure. Thanks for having me up. Y'all have a good one.
Yeah, hey, we can do this tonight though. We'll do it tonight.
All right.
Most definitely.
Yep.
All right, shout out to you guys.
All right. Later. Later, chat.